So hey awesome ones, so let's have a bit of a pamper party. Hey, we all deserve to take care of ourselves, and I thought that in this video what I would do is I would sort of show you some at-home spa care, especially for kind of doing up our nails in a very natural look. So I guess first of all I'll have to set the mood. Okay. Now you need a real spa-like atmosphere, so I would suggest that maybe you have a long shower or a long bath just before you put on your house coat and get ready for the spa time. And I would also suggest that you, well, cue the spa-like music. And also I've got right here my diffuser, my essential oil diffuser. I've got all these essential oils here. And today I picked the lemongrass because I find that a lot of spas, they have the lemongrass going. And also you might like to have some fresh fruit or maybe some cucumber water. And for me, well, I've got my fruit smoothie going on. I think there's banana and strawberries and blueberries in this one. So I'm going to be sipping on this every once in a while I'm doing this video, but I think now we've created the right kind of spa-like atmosphere. So let's get right into our DIY manicure. I'm going to show you how to have healthy looking natural nails and also a French manicure for you as well. But first of all, we have to take all of our nail polish off, and then what we have to do is we have to soak our hands in some warm water. And I would suggest maybe about 5 minutes in the warm water. And I wouldn't suggest soaking your hands in palm olive dish soap. Who remembers that commercial? Put it in the comments if you remember the name of the manicurist. We're going way back on this one. So first of all, let me tell you my nail story. And since I've been out of modeling for a while, I haven't been going to the salon and having, those fake nails put on. And of course, like you, for the past few years, well, at least a couple of years, right? I've been doing my own nails at home. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm just going to share with you all my steps. So through the magic of video, the 5 minutes is up for my soaking. So let's get into the next steps. And the next steps are pushing back the cuticles. Now here I'm using a cuticle product from Sally Hansen. It has vitamin E and it's actually a cuticle oil. I just brush it around my cuticles and let it sit for about 3 minutes. And did you know that if you keep up with, really oiling your cuticles and keeping them pushed back, you have less of a chance of a hangnail? It's good to know. All right, oh, and by the way, a lot of the items that I'm showing here for my nails and even the diffuser and the essential oils, they're going to be below the video description and also in the comments for you. Okay, so I kind of feel like I'm doing a cooking show. Fast forward on the time lapse of 3 minutes and it's time to push those cuticles back. Now you could use a metal cuticle product like this one, or a wooden one works well too. Gently push back each cuticle and then wipe off the excess. Just take your time, it's pamper day after all, and be careful not to tear any skin. Now all you have to do is clean off the excess oil and on with the show. All right, so the next step, I've got to do a light buffing on each nail. These buffers have a rough and a smooth end. So first the rough for each nail, and then after I've done that, I go over with the smooth. It's really a way of buffing your nails to make them shine. And look how it looks like I've already applied a clear nail polish. Okay, now for filing. I like the glass filers, and I always go in one direction, never back and forth. Or what will happen is your nails will get jagged. So let's hear that ding again. as we've now buffed and we filed all our nails. And what you're going to see in just a second is that the nails they almost look like you already have nail polish, like a clear nail polish on them. But we can go one step further and make them even better with this handy dandy nail pencil. Just clean the inside of your nails first and then just slightly wet the end of the pencil. And then you just go inside your nails to give you a bit of a French manicured look. This is really a no-fuss way to make your nails look clean and fabulous. But what if you want a little bit more of a French manicured look? Well, I got an answer for you. And the tip is this Sally Hansen, what is it called? French Manicure Pen. Let's take a look. So all you do is press down on the tip until you see like the white ink starting to flow. And then you very carefully paint on a natural nail look onto each nail. Make sure you take your time and wipe off any overspill. You can even go inside of the nail. The final result is amazing. So once you've painted all your nails and they're dry, what you're going to need to put on now is a top coat, like this one from Sally Hansen. And of course, you need one in clear. So, well, let me just show you how I put on the top coat and make sure things are secure. Now you want to make sure you cover the entire white strip and even go under the nail a bit. Now, after the first top coat is dry, it's really highly recommended that you put on a second coat for extra staying power. Now, if a French manicure is not your thing, I'm going to show you in just a second a couple of nail polishes that I really like that have more of a natural look to them. And by the way, this video was a suggestion from a lovely woman who joins me in the chats in the live events. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. I have them at amazon.com/shop/awesomeover50, where we kind of browse through fashions and pampering items, even household items and makeup. So I really hope that you can join me there. And by the way, here on YouTube, we have put a subscribe button I think it's over here somewhere. And if you're not a subscriber, I would love for you to come on down and join us. All right, so let's talk about those two nail polishes. And they're from Sally Hansen. And this is a product called Insta-Dry, and it really does dry instantly. What I have in the shiny sparkly one, that's called Pedal to the Metal, and you see me wearing that a lot in my videos. And the other pink one is called, what is it called again? Make it snappy. Anyway, I'm just going to show you a real quick look on how I apply the pink one. So all I do is wipe off the excess nail polish, and then I do a stroke in the middle, and then down the sides, and then I just go in the middle again. I let it dry, and then I just do a second coat, and I usually don't put on a top coat if I'm in a rush, but you could if you want to. Oh, and don't forget the hand cream. As you can see here, I really love the lavender L'Occitane one right here, but also this one from Aveeno. I use that one as well, and it's called Skin Relief Hand Cream, so they're both pretty good. So let's take a look at the hands before and after. It really does look like we went to a salon. And since we show our hands so much, it's nice to have them looking this way. And you can also do the same steps with a pedicure. And what I like to use for my pedicure, I like to use a foot cream. This is a really nice one by O'Keeffe's, and it's called Healthy Feet. And what I do is I just lather it on my feet, and then I put on an old sock on both feet, of course, and I just kind of sit back and watch a movie. And it's also good, you know, if you have those cracked heels, it's also good for that. And then I just wash it off and I'm ready for my pedicure. And talking about tips and tricks, you know, I absolutely love doing these videos for you. And, you know, I was thinking that another video that I could do about pampering is on skincare and maybe even hair care. So I'm going to make sure that I've got those coming up for you. And also, I've got a huge shipment of new fashions coming, so I can't wait to show you my new styles. And just like I said earlier, it's such a joy for me to do these videos for you. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank you. You know, you're out there, you're supporting me by clicking on my links and going into the comments, and also you're just here in spirit. So I just want to thank you for being absolutely amazing and also keeping it awesome.